Lobbycast? I like that.
We're recording in a van down by the river.
I will probably edit that out.
Yeah, well, with me constantly have fun.
Quote Brad Pitt, what is in the box?
Am I the only one that's impressed that Brendan Fraser still gets work?
Well, good evening. Welcome. This is episode 316 of the Lobbycast, brought to you live tonight by... That's your cue.
Me.
Good job, Brick. And my friend Geoff, and I, of course, am Will.
Hi.
So, good evening. We'll get this underway without further ado, since we're off to such a wonderful, rocky start. I didn't even get a countdown tonight.
No.
I normally get at least like a 5-4 and then a quiet.
There was.
And I didn't.
I think you passed your sickness on to Geoff, and he's frustrated.
I pressed a button.
Did I get you sick?
It went. No.
So you never get sick.
I think he's Geoff's version of sick.
Yeah, I have a sore throat.
Yeah.
Lost my voice.
That's Geoff's version of sick.
I see.
It won't go any further than this.
And I just about always do the show whenever I have no voice.
Well, fair enough. Well, I think as always, we'll probably get things kicked off here with the news. Mr. Brick, why don't you start things off with the news?
Do it, Brick.
Okay.
Do it.
There was a bit of news regarding Star Wars this week.
Star Wars, yes. Tell me more.
As in, they have announced an official release date for The Force Awakens.
Okay.
And it will be May 26th, 2017.
Wow.
So it's going to be a little bit before we
That's a long ways away.
A little, yeah.
It's a heck of a lot of post-production.
Wow.
That's like 2 years, a little over.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure I'm going to remember the movies.
They've got most of the filming done, don't they?
Sure.
Yeah.
Principal photography, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Did they need to do any more filming with Harrison Ford?
Maybe. Some pickup stuff.
So
he was all injured and such.
Well, and he's even more injured now.
Corkscrewing your World War II trainer into a golf course in California will do that to you.
He was so lucky, though. There were two doctors right next to where he crash landed.
If you're going to crash landing on a golf course is probably the best place to do it.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to get your highest incidence of doctors and lawyers per capita.
But really, his first injury was much more epic because
it was the Millennium Falcon that injured him.
He got injured by the door on the Millennium Falcon.
I still got to say that crash landing a World War II plane is more epic than...
I don't know. He really just does it all, doesn't he?
He does. He is multifaceted.
Yeah. Somebody's going to need to tell him to stop. You know, like how most of us, we have to come to that point
on our own.
With our parents where we have to tell them not to drive anymore. Mm-hmm. His kids are going to have to tell him to stop flying World War II planes.
Right. And helicopters. He's also a helicopter pilot.
Yes.
Oh, of course he is.
Of course he is. What else would you be expecting?
Well, right.
So,
how else could he make the Kessel run in 12 parsecs?
It's true. You need to train somewhere.
Right.
Even though parsecs
is the measure of time, yes.
Of distance and not time.
Yes. Yes. We all know. Thank you.
Anyways, I was going to entertain that one for a moment. And
I barely have a voice.
And then I'm not exactly clear on what the other Star Wars news was.
There's a
Star Wars Rogue.
Yeah, it's a standalone, just Han Solo movie. And
–
do we have a release date on that?
I thought you said December 8th.
That's what I thought, but I think that I might have been wrong now.
Okay.
So, oops.
So some fake news.
Yeah.
Well, we're just saying anything today.
Yeah.
Gee, it's almost like you got that information off of the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's talk about
actually,
Terry Pratchett.
I got that information off of like CNBC, but I wasn't really paying attention. So I could have just been like looked up and been like, oh, December 8th, that's kind of soon. You know, but no.
Okay.
And then my only other bit of news that I have is, does anyone know what this past Tuesday marked?
No.
Well, you're going to hate it.
Must be an anniversary of Buffy then.
Certainly is. It was the 18th anniversary
A good guess.
of the first couple episodes, actually, because it was a two-parter on March 10th, 1997.
Wow, that's great.
It was great.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? That was news.
That was news for me.
It's not even like a good anniversary.
It's Buffy Day.
Anniversary.
It's Buffy Day.
All right.
Can I revisit something here?
Sure, please do.
Since I had a device, I've looked some stuff up.
Yes.
So it says that Rogue One is going to be the first Star Wars standalone film. And that is coming out on May 26th, 2017.
Okay.
So it's Force Awakens that comes out
Where's Force
December-
Awakens then? Because
December 6th of
this
next
other
year.
article that I had said that Force Awakens was coming out May 26th.
So
There's so many lies on the internet.
Force Awakens is supposed to come out December 16th, 2016.
It was a multiple of 8.
It was.
I'm just curious.
Okay, well, that's better. I mean,
That's better news.
It is better.
That's
news.
like actual news.
Because I want Force Awakens to come out sooner rather than later.
And to cite my reference, I will point your browsers to www.starwars.com.
Should be
You can
credible.
just do StarWars.com, Grandpa.
No, I like my W's, and I'm going to keep using them.
Okay, good for you.
You're lucky I didn't put my http://
There's
Only
forward
because-
slashes.
It's only because you couldn't see.
All right, we'll talk about Terry Pratchett.
Famous author and Alzheimer's advocate Terry Pratchett died today. For those of you that read books, he is the creator of the Discworld series.
Which was also made into a video game, a Myst-style
Correct.
adventure type game.
Correct. Has also been cross-transliterated into graphic novels, a rather famous partnership with Neil Gaiman in Neil Gaiman's early days as an author, with a fabulous book called Good Omens, one of the better books that I've read in my life, as a matter of fact. But he died today at the age of 66. He's definitely going to be sorely missed. He's kind of an interesting character. He was an advocate once he learned that he had Alzheimer's, kind of early onset Alzheimer's. He was actually really pushing to be able to take his own life. He wanted to go out on his own terms. As far as everything I've seen today, he went out naturally today, so he didn't take his own life. But his announcement was actually made via Twitter after he died, which is, of course, kind of interesting and cool. So I think he felt that it was coming and set up his delayed tweets, however you do that. Yeah, he'll be missed. I think he wrote his last book last year, and I think that brought him up to number 70 or so. So
Yeah.
Really prolific author.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have anything to add, Brick?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I read Good Omens a while back, and it was good.
Very good.
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
But that's really my only experience with Terry Pratchett.
That's okay.
And I can't read, so I have not read Good Omens.
So nothing to contribute there.
No, I really don't.
See, the guy who hates Buffy can't read.
It's
Say
true.
something.
Hey, I did my part. I said, "Will talk about Terry Pratchett."
That is
that's
true.
what I had to contribute, and I've got this gravelly voice to contribute today.
Hey, it's okay.
So there you
You're
go.
allowed.
Hey, you're the third one. First it was me,
Yes.
then it was Will, now
Yes.
it's you.
Nice.
Gone through all of this.
It's this
think-
couch.
It is the couch.
I think we're choking up on these microphones a little bit too much.
Gotta back them out a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe don't actually put them in our mouths.
Oh,
What? That's crazy talk.
not with both hands.
All right. Sorry, I just want to make sure that we were talking into the correct microphones.
Oh, geez, I hope so. It's
All right.
what happens when you hit record without telling anybody.
That's what happens when you hit record without realizing you have done so.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Let's see. Any other news?
Yeah. The I don't know if you guys saw this on our Facebook page. It's Facebook /Lobbycast.
What about the W's?
There are no W's.
What about the .com even?
Nope.
It's just Facebook / Lobbycast.
You'll get there eventually. They put out an official trailer for Daredevil. Looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
and I liked it.
Nice.
On the Lobbycast page, and it didn't discern that it was me personally liking it, and so since I'm part of the
admin.
Yeah, since I'm an admin, it said the Lobbycast likes the Lobbycast post.
I like it. And also, the first episode of PlayStation Powers is on YouTube. It's like a PlayStation original series, kind of like how Netflix does series.
Sure.
So you can
something like House of Cards.
Yeah. It's a former superhero who is now a detective who deals with superheroes, like crimes involving superheroes.
Okay.
So it's
interesting concept.
It's sci-fi WB level stuff.
That's sad because that's like a really
but not as good as 12 Monkeys.
That's like a really cool concept, and so it's kind of sad that it's not great
He's
production.
a detective
level.
in the Powers division.
Yeah, that's really cool. I wish they would actually someone who actually did good work would get a hold of that.
But it's violent, and there's lots of cussing in it. So those of you out there thinking it's for children, it is not.
Good to know.
So,
and
the first bit of violence caught me off guard.
Really?
Because it involved like the back of a guy's head collapsing on the corner of a column.
Oh,
it's pretty gross.
Yeah,
not really a column so much as a square thing. And
like a plinth, maybe.
Well, I don't know what a plinth is, but yeah, square, whatever a square column is. Is that a plinth?
No.
It's post.
Yeah, let's go with post.
It's a post. Anyway,
it's gross.
It's pretty gross. Yeah, and there's lots of dirty mouthing in that.
Let's not call it dirty mouthing.
I like that term. We're gonna keep it.
Dirty mouthing?
No.
What if you really accentuate the mouthing?
I think that works.
Just let it out, Brick. Let it out.
In some other television-ish news, Netflix is going week to week with their new series called Between.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're not going to dump out all the episodes at once like they did with House of Cards and most of
their other series.
It's all of them. All the rest of them.
No, there's one more, I think, that they didn't do it on because it was for like some contractual obligation.
Gotcha.
But yeah, most of because it was some contractual obligation with like the parent company who was producing the show wanted it to come out on a week-to-week basis, and so I think it's the same thing with this.
Probably. And the premise behind Between is this town gets quarantined because everyone in the town over the age of 21 dies from a virus.
Right.
So it's only underage people that are there left.
Oh, I know what it was. It was Better Call Saul in international territories.
Oh, okay.
Because Netflix got the rights to stream that on their service, but AMC only wanted them to do it week to week so that the rest of the world didn't get, the episodes ahead of us.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Then The Walking Dead. But its first season is going to be this year. It got a 6-episode run for its first season, kind of like Walking Dead. Sure. Had 6 episodes for its first season, or 6 or 8. It was a short season. And then they already are... They already got booked for a season 2 next year. So
it's good.
It's out of LA.
Well, I mean, if there's one show to have some confidence in, it's The Walking Dead. As far as viewership goes, I mean, that's not going to have any lack.
I think their mid-season finale last year had 7 million viewers, which is considerable.
Yeah.
It's 3 million more viewers than the finale of True Blood in the article I read.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Series finale, not season finale.
it's. I mean, that is significant. But come on, True Blood sucked, and it was also premium cable.
Yeah,
too.
but it had a lot of
It had a large following.
a large following.
Sure.
Other news. The rest is all PlayStation news. Uncharted 4 got delayed until spring of 2016.
Right.
So it's a year off now.
I've said it before. I'm all in favor of game developers delaying games as long as the final project is worth it.
Right, and it's not Duke Nukem.
Right. Or
Right.
Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Right.
Or Alien Colonial Marines or
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
Oh, so disappointing.
Yeah,
Oh,
so disappointing.
Yeah. So, anyways, as long as that's a Naughty Dog production, isn't it?
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
so-
as long as it's good, and I'm sure it will be.
I'm sure.
Naughty Dog does great.
And
work.
Uncharted, the Uncharted
Uncharted's
series
great.
is a hit series, and
As
I'm
we-
sure they delayed it for reasons.
Right. Well, I was really angry when they delayed Batman, but I would rather that game be done correctly.
Right.
Arkham
Arkham Knight,
yeah.
because that's my favorite game series.
Right.
That is the one game that I have to buy it the day it comes out, and if there is a special edition available, it will be mine.
Fair enough.
So, unfortunately, I have to wait until June for that game. But
You'll be all right.
you get to drive the Batmobile
Right.
around Gotham. It's going to be awesome.
That's exciting.
That's adorable.
But,
The Batmobile.
The
oh,
Batmobile.
yeah.
So we know what you'll be doing while the rest of us are playing Elder
Elder
Scrolls
Scrolls
Online.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't even care.
Fair enough.
And also, I will be playing with my Batmobile statue that comes with this special edition going vroom, vroom,
Okay.
because it's going to be awesome.
Well, obviously.
Yes.
I'm also pretty sure that you may be running around your apartment in a pair of tidy whities with a towel over your head going, "I am Batman," repeatedly.
No, I have a Batman mask. I'll just use that.
And
Oh, okay.
Fundaroos.
Oh, yes.
Thunderoos.
Thunderoos,
Mhm.
indeed.
Running around my apartment complex going, "Where's the trigger?"
I think you may also have to throw in a "Pray to me."
Swear to me.
Yeah, swear to me. That's the one. Just for fun and variety.
That's ridiculous.
I really wish I had just moved into this place so that this was my identity. Like nobody knew anything else.
Right.
I had never said hi to anyone in the hall, and then that was me to everyone in the building.
Oh, the Batman guy.
No,
Yeah.
there's the stay behind me, Billy. That's the
Because it's all about goals.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And then you
I
have
just-
something to look
Your
forward
next
to.
place.
Yeah, when you change apartments.
No, my next place, I'm just going to introduce myself as Harry Carey to everyone, and just ask them what their favorite planet is,
Seems reasonable.
and then just cut them off and go, "Mine's the sun," and that's it. That's all I'm going to say, and then I'm going to move on.
Even if they're still talking, you're just going to walk,
Just gonna walk
past
away.
him.
Fantastic.
The PS4 is getting an update coming up pretty soon. It's version 2.5,
Wow.
and they've got some decent things coming. They're adding suspend and resume to where you can have apps open, suspend the system, and then resume the system, and your apps will still be active.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then also they're supporting 60 frames per second for remote play and share play. And you'll be able to share video clips to Dailymotion now and search for PSN friends through their linked Facebook accounts.
Okay.
And let's see what else. It's going to auto screenshot whenever you unlock a trophy. and you will be able to delete games from the trophy list that have 0% completion. Remember that was a big deal when they did it for the 360. We could remove it from your achievements list.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they added a bunch of accessibility options also.
Okay.
So, and the last little bit was Titanfall DLC free on Xbox One and supposedly 360. But when I went to go check it on the 360, it was not free.
Interesting. Okay.
And I couldn't check it on the Xbox One because I bought the season pass when it was like $6.99 or something like that.
So Titanfall's free?
The DLC.
Damn it. Okay.
Why?
Because I was gonna go home and download it if it was free.
Oh, if the whole game was free?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole game's cheap right now.
I know.
It's super cheap.
It's like what? Like $20?
$20,
Something like
yeah.
that. But still, I still wouldn't pay $20 for it.
Apparently,
I paid opening
the game's
prices
awesome.
for it.
now.
So did I. And that's why I wouldn't pay another $20
Right.
for it to get it back.
Yeah, the updates they've done have made it a great game, from what I hear.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was fun. I contrary to this week's What You Playing, I don't play a lot of online shooters and stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Despite everything you're going to tell us
Despite
about.
everything I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
What I'm telling you now is that what I'm telling you later is an indication of what I just told you.
Exactly. This is a 1 week trend so far. This is not a lifetime trend.
All right.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the Weekly Whatchas. Will, what you listening to?
For the past week, I've been listening to some Mumford & Sons, the second album, Babel, which I hadn't really ever listened to.
Good album.
It is a good album. I like it. Solid. I wound up purchasing Bittersweet's The Mating Game.
Nice.
And I'm really enjoying it.
You
Really
should.
enjoying it. It's smooth.
Mhm.
Smooth. So yeah, that. Let's see what else. Some Pandora with my random everything from B.B. King to
Nice.
Michael Jackson to Black Keys in between. You're well stocked. So yeah, my Pandora Blues and Electronica album, and a little Red Hot Chili Peppers
Wow.
for flavor.
Eclectic.
Yes.
I think that's lovely.
It is lovely.
I support you in your
That
your
beer
listening
is
to this.
pungent. I mean,
Yeah.
It smells decent, but good God, I can smell it from here.
Tastes like chocolate cake.
Okay.
It's
Numbers.
a birthday beer.
Well, I can see
This
that.
episode absolutely not brought to you by Shiner 106, a.k.a. Shiner Birthday Beer.
Or Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Or Diet Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Or
Why does
Barks.
that exist?
Because it's delicious. Don't judge me and don't tell me how to live my life.
Or Barks. It's got bite.
Damn it.
You missed your chance.
No, I was
You were
I
hoping
had
we weren't
faith
going to hit it.
that he wasn't going to hit it.
He hit it.
Oh no, I hit it.
He hit it out of the park. So yeah, that's enough for me for what I've been
I
listening
hit
to.
it out of the bark.
Yes, out of the park.
Do you know why it's got bite? Because it's got so much caffeine in it.
Yes,
It's ridiculous. Barks in a restaurant, caffeine free.
correct.
Barks outside of a restaurant, caffeine.
Caffeine.
Why? That's
Because
weird.
inside of a restaurant, they give it to children.
Yes,
Oh,
They don't want them all amped up on caffeine.
sweet. Then.
destroying
Well,
the fixtures,
yeah, all right, fair enough.
swinging from the ceiling fans.
These things happen, though,
They do.
occasionally.
True. Brick, illuminate us.
I listened to the entire Foo Fighters discography, including their self-titled "The Color and the Shape," "There Is Nothing Left to Lose," "One by One," "In Your Honor," "Wasting Light," and "Sonic Highways."
Well done, sir.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Congrats.
good. And then I also listened to the soundtrack to the Buffy musical episode, "Once More with Feeling."
Nice.
Yeah,
I
It's
think
good.
I'm maybe picking up on the theme.
yeah. think you might be.
I think I may have it.
You know, I chose this theme for this week.
Just because of the person sitting to your left.
Well, it makes me happy because he hates it, and also just it makes me happy in
Fair
general.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's multi-level happiness.
Yeah,
That works.
yeah.
Okay.
Geoff disgusted makes me very happy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, those are the only two.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That is
with
a
all the
lot.
Foo Fighters, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's a short list, but it's actually a lot of
Well,
listening.
yeah, because that's all of those complete albums.
Yeah, that's like about 9 hours of listening. That's a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Between 7 and 9.
yeah, I'd probably say closer to 7.
Okay.
Because you know, some albums like the first and the last one are only, you know, 1 LP,
Gotcha.
whereas like all the ones in the middle are 2, and
Nice.
a lot of the ones that are 2, it's only like 3 songs per side, so it's probably closer to 7.
Oh, you know what? I have a theme in my my weekly witches also.
Am I gonna hate it?
No.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
All right. So I listened to an episode, maybe 2 episodes of Freakonomics.
Okay.
One of them you would appreciate is like cops see things differently.
Okay.
Oh, I want to listen to that one. I
That
saw
was
it
pretty
on the
good.
list, but I didn't.
And then that's close. I messed up the title, but it's roughly
yeah.
that.
Okay.
And then the other one was This Idea Must Die. It's talking about scientific principles that need to be retired. Something I did not realize is that, you know, that whole thing about are you left-brained or right-brained?
Yes.
Okay, that whole thing came from a study done on people whose membrane between the 2 hemispheres,
The corpus callosum.
corpus callosum, does not work, does not function properly.
So they are basically single hemisphere oriented individuals.
Right. For those of us who do not have damage to the corpus callosum,
We
there's
function
no
just
such thing
fine.
as a left brain or right brain.
How do you know if that's damaged or not?
There are tests.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
So
But it's not a very
basically-
common thing.
Yeah, basically you're either if you were to sever that bridge, that connection in between the hemispheres, the refer
Then you
to
would
right
become-
brain because you kind of lose your capacity for speech. However, your visual acuity and your depth perception and some of your creative output can be vastly improved. But conversely, then if you're more of the left brain, your mathematics and your sense of language and definition, but you lose your appreciation theoretically for some of the aesthetics.
Oh,
But in a normally functioning human brain, there's no such thing as left brain, right brain.
They both function simultaneously.
well, if that thing is if that thing is severed in me, I'm for sure right brain because math blows.
Yeah, I haven't met many people that this was true of, but I got the exact same score on both my math and verbal on my SATs, and only slightly higher on my SATs in math and science than verbal. So it's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, that's kind of proving their point.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I also listened to a couple episodes of there went the voice. Hollywood Babylon. I really enjoy that. It's fun.
Good.
Gamer Tag Radio. Episode of Coverville. I had started this a couple weeks back, but I'm only just now finishing it. It's the Tom Waits and Jay-Z cover story because they have the same birthday. And they usually do a cover story, which is covers of and by that artist for their birthday.
Cool.
Really, really cool. The highlights of this episode were in this half that I listened to. It was a cover of "Down in the Hole," which was the theme song for The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it started playing. And I was like, "Oh, that's nice."
Got all
And-
wistful.
And then the other one was the girl who played Beth on Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Emily Kinney.
I don't know.
Does that sound right?
I don't know.
Anyway, her cover of "Hold On," which is
Okay.
by Tom Waits.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool to hear the whole thing, because apparently she recorded the whole thing and not just what they used in the show.
Oh.
Whatever.
Go.
And then, that was it from what I've been listening to. But it's a good episode for sure.
All right.
Sounds solid.
And their cover, and I don't remember who did it, but the cover of 99 Problems is pretty good too, by Jay-Z.
Is it kind of a bluesy?
Yeah,
I've heard it.
has some
Yeah. It's like
has
Hogany.
some banjo in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a pretty good cover. All right, well, let's move on to what you watching, Will.
Since the last show, I have watched exactly one episode of Outrageous Acts of Science. That was DVR'd because my parents were in town and we were waiting for dinner to come. So, yeah. One episode of Outrageous Acts of Science.
All right.
And that's it.
There you go.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Greg, take it away.
Give me a moment.
Did I mention that it was just one episode
It was just one
of
episode.
Outrageous Acts of Science? So, yeah, that was your
Yep, we're back.
Are you good?
The-
Okay.
The written page requires no passcode in order to to view it.
Would have taken 2 seconds.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I finished the third season of House of Cards.
Right.
And it
Was
was
it good?
It was good. I mean, it wasn't as good as the second season, in my opinion. Yeah, Hugo. Yeah. Mhm.
You go. Right.
Yeah.
That is the one.
That's the one I've got too. House of Cards was, I mean, the third season was good, not as good as the second season or even the first. I would say but the first and second seasons were really good.
They were pretty good.
I mean, it's kind of hard to top those. I mean, it was a good season. It was entertaining. But I would not recommend doing what I did, which was watching pretty much the entire season in a day.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
That sounds
I mean, I watched 2 episodes on Thursday because I watched one
Right.
episode before we recorded. I watched one when I got back home, and then I watched 11 the next day, and that's not okay for anyone.
No.
It's a lot, dude.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much. I
See,
learned.
You have to take some space and you have to let things absorb. And
Yeah,
filter and
I didn't
digest.
want to though. Like,
Yeah, you walked into a Furs cafeteria for your mind and you said, "Give me one of everything twice." But
oh, thank you for a Furs reference.
you're welcome.
That's awesome.
I
sweet.
would have thrown out a Luby's, but
But Furs is better,
I know.
and they're all closed now,
Hey, they are gone.
except for in like I don't know, Dumas maybe has a Luby's or a Furs or something.
What was that other one that is kind of Texas famous that sold the peanut logs?
Oh God. I don't.
While
They were
we're
like
thinking,
truck stops almost.
yeah, Loves?
No.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I watched Batman Begins and The Dark Knight because I have not seen them in a long time. I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight Rises pretty soon, but I'm watching it with a couple friends, so I got to wait until we coordinate again.
Yeah,
And-
Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman were making fun of Talia
Al Ghul.
Al Ghul's death. Her,
Yeah,
like how bad it was, how
It was-
epically bad it
it
was.
was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises is definitely the weakest of the series, but it's still good. You know, it's still a good Batman movie.
Yeah. I like it
Um,
when Kevin Smith does his Bane impressions.
Yeah, He does good ones.
Yeah.
He does. I didn't get a chance to listen to that podcast yet, though. The one that you were talking about with where they're all making fun of the Batman movies and such.
Oh, with the commentary track for
Yes, yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, for Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
'Cause I really do want to listen to that, though, because that movie is
so funny.
Is god-awful.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is.
I think, because that was Nipple Suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the Honest trailer? For
Yes.
that?
It's fantastic.
No, it starts off as like, there's one man that's hell-bent on destroying Batman. His name is Director Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, that's one of the better honest trailers out there.
But so I watched both of those, and those were really good. I finished the 4th season of The West Wing. I'm on to the 5th, so I have 3 more of that. And I think I'm just going to burn through. I mean, not in like a day like I did with House of Cards,
Sure.
but I think I'm just going to focus on that and not watch anything else just because it's taking me too long to get through that show. I love
Sure.
it, but it's taking too long. And then I watched Walking Dead, which was a good episode this week.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Why can't they just be happy where they are? It seems like a good place.
Because Rick's lived long enough to become the villain.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this sucks because like they finally found this place that it seems totally not suspect whatsoever. There's not one person in there that I'm
Right.
suspicious of. And now they're just like, we'll just take it over. We're going to be the bad guys now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
Yeah. Harvey Dent.
Yep.
And then I watched Better Call Saul, which,
Awesome.
oh my God, so good.
And Saul wasn't in it. It was a Mike episode.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was in it for a little bit, but it was
briefly.
It was really brief because
Yeah.
he was there to spill coffee.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wow, that was really good. Really good. I watched that episode twice this week, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. I hope more episodes are Mike centric like that, or at least have more of him in it.
Yeah, that was
And
really good.
I watched an episode of Comic Book Men because I finally, realized that it's actually on. So,
Oh yeah.
and that's good. But Dexter kind of ties into Better Call Saul because I finished the 2nd season, and like the Lundy's boss at the FBI is
Yeah.
Mike, and I had no idea. And then I was watching. I was like, oh my God, that's great.
About that.
Yeah. But I'm assuming he's not going to be in the 3rd season at all.
Who?
Mike. Yeah, Mike.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't even remember him being in the series. I don't think he's around.
Yeah, it's probably just kind of a one-time deal, but I wish there would be more of him because I'm always on board for more Jonathan Banks.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Keith Carradine.
Yeah, Keith Carradine's good too. Yeah. I'm hoping, well, he's probably not going to be in the 2nd season of Fargo because they're going to change up the whole story.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Aren't they going to do like a completely...
Yeah, because he's the sheriff's father.
Right. Yeah. And he was really good in that too.
Yeah.
But and then the last thing on the list was Buffy because it was the 18th anniversary, so I had to watch the first couple episodes, and that just led into me starting a rewatch of the whole series.
Okay.
Because now that's happening. Yep.
You just got done with
I didn't though. I was like really thinking about it, and when I started the first season of my first rewatch, it was like probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Brick, it's going to look like I'm drinking a beer right now and not paying attention, but I'm listening, really.
Some fantastic radio.
Yeah. Please continue.
Nope.
All done then?
Yep. Well done.
Sounds great. All right.
My throat.
This week, I watched Archer.
Nice.
It's a funny episode.
I'm well behind.
Yeah, this one was good. It was particularly good.
Nice.
And watched that Powers on YouTube.
Yep.
And The Walking Dead, which was good with Scary Carol.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't
Terrifying
believe I
small
forgot
children.
about that. That was really bad.
Wow.
Like she went into way too much detail.
Yeah. Yeah, she went for it.
With gusto.
I mean, it worked. Like, there's no question that worked for sure. I mean,
see if it worked.
when you threaten a 6-year-old with tying him to a tree outside of the town and waiting for the zombies to come rip his insides out as he's screaming for his parents, that tends to do the trick on a young mind.
Yeah.
So, yep.
And then watched Better Call Saul. And, of course, like I said, I watched that twice because it was good.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get caught up on Justified.
Oh, right. That's one I forgot to do this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that.
And I don't remember the actress's name, but the one who plays his girlfriend / wife or whatever.
Ava?
No.
Whose girlfriend / wife?
Raylan's.
Oh, yeah.
His baby mama.
Yeah,
Winona. Yeah, she's hardly ever in the show at all.
Right.
They like FaceTime on a computer or something like that.
Because she's in Florida and he's in Kentucky.
Right. Well, on this episode, she's come to Kentucky. Is that Kentucky?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky.
Lexington, probably.
And you know, it's weird because they're rarely on screen together ever. But they are totally believable as a couple. Like how they talk to each other and stuff. It's probably one of the best combination of writing and chemistry between two characters in a relationship that I've seen in a while.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're awesome on screen together.
Mm-hmm.
Then I watched Elementary, watched American Dad, watched 12 Monkeys, which continues to be pretty cool. They change it up quite a bit.
Good.
I was wondering how long they'd be able to take the storyline, because as you change things in the past, you know what that does. But it really the outbreak of the virus just kind of shifts.
Okay.
It's like, okay, well, this is no longer the start of the virus, or they find out that it wasn't the start of the virus at all.
Okay.
So they actually can make this series as long or as short as they want to. They're going about it in a very smart way.
Good.
And it's enjoyable. I was like, just every week I'm surprised that it's on Sci-Fi.
Right. Wow, this is really good. What is this on
really good. What is
Showtime?
this?
Oh my God,
Sci-fi. Weird.
That is crazy.
Holy crap. I maybe would have even given this an HBO.
Yeah. And then I also watched Comic Book Man. But I don't remember what the fake event was this
Yeah.
this
Oh, I do. It was God, what's the guy's name? Run DMC came in.
Oh, maybe I didn't watch this week's.
Reverend Run?
Mm-hmm.
I watched last week's this week.
Well,
I may have been running a week behind.
I may be running a week ahead. I don't know.
Tell me how that works.
It works.
It hasn't been broadcast yet, but I've already seen
I've
the
seen it.
episode.
Your
I've seen it.
timelines are all screwed up.
Nope. It's just me and Kevin Smith are tight like that.
Okay. Yeah, good for you, man.
He shares.
Well, yeah, you know, I give him some weed. He gives me the new episode.
There you go.
That seems plausible.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yep.
You never know. You never know. Wait, what was the episode you saw? Was it with the girl who does the YouTube videos for him?
Maybe.
With Secret Stashly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the week before.
Okay, because I've seen that one.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah. I wish they could have her like in the store, but
Right.
then she'd have to live in Jersey, and no one wants to do that.
Nobody wants.
Not even Kevin Smith wants to do that. He
No.
loves it, but
He visits.
He visits. He knows that he knows where his
Actually, since they don't change clothes in those bits in the recording room, he probably comes out and does all of that on one visit.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would assume so. They just like take breaks in between and stuff.
Yeah. I'm out on Backstrom.
It's
Rainn
just
Wilson's
it's just
show.
not great.
You're done.
Yeah,
You're
it's
out.
just it's not interesting enough to keep me going. It's a crime of the week type deal.
Well, why not have that replace one of your other terrible crime of the week shows?
You know what? I'm okay with one of my crime of the week shows ending this year and not replacing it.
Wow, progress.
Yeah, like Mentalist ended. I don't need anything to fill that slot. I just wait for all of them to end.
That's good.
Yeah, it's weaning me off. So I don't need, and it's not like I'm actually even paying attention to them when they're on.
Well, yeah.
It's just on, or I'm falling asleep, or it's like there are shows that I watch, and then there are shows that I put on when I'm falling asleep. I may see between 5 and 30 minutes of them.
Sure.
I can just safely assume that they solve the crime at the end.
Usually.
Yeah, and
But what
know what?
happens if they don't? Then they'll solve it next week and
Right.
it'll be over.
like, oh, this is still happening? Oh, awesome.
Oh, okay. They must not have solved it last week. Weird.
This must have been a season divide or something
Yeah,
like
and I'm out again on the blacklist.
I heard that it was really good though.
It's also kind of a crime of the week show.
Is it did it turn into that or was it always that?
No, it's always that. I mean, there's an overarching story, but
overarching story, but very episodic in how you achieve that.
yeah, the overarching story is very slow moving but mostly it's a crime of the week.
That's
type
a
thing.
shame.
Or it's a villain of the week type
Right.
deal because they're
Yeah.
tracking down
All the people on the blacklist.
yeah.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
I see
But-
what they did there.
But I gave it another shot because I really like James Spader.
Well, yeah, just wait for Age of Ultron and stop watching The Blacklist.
Yeah. I
Or
think that's what I
rewatch
did.
the last couple of seasons of The Office.
Robert California.
Robert California.
What a great character.
It's a really
Or
good character.
Watch Wolf
No.
or watch Secretary.
No.
Okay.
Secretary is the good substitute for 50 Shades.
Yes.
Mm,
But really, that's
I
only
could
because
almost-
50 Shades is the
I
absolute
could almost
evil.
watch some kind of wonderful. Go way back. The James Spaderness.
There you
Didn't he do a movie with Robert Downey Less Than Zero? Anyone see that?
go. No.
No?
I haven't seen it.
It was really good. It was super depressing from what I remember.
That's
It's been a
that's
few
why I
years.
didn't see it.
Okay, that's a good enough reason,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, and I watched Madam Secretary.
Oh,
It's fine.
it's fine.
I like Tay Leone.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eric Stoltz directed it this episode, and Morgan Freeman is one of the executive producers. So
Okay.
So, they're cashing
Eric
in a
Stoltz
paycheck.
directed something that I watched this week.
Well, it probably was that. 'Cause I
Probably.
very seriously doubt it was Better Call Saul or The Walking Dead or Justified.
Right.
Fair enough. All right.
Could have been Backstrom, but I doubt it was that either.
No.
That seems slightly
I don't
below.
think I actually watched Backstrom this week.
You just
I think
kind
I
of
decided I was
it.
out on it.
You just kind of you started it and we're like, no, I can't do this again.
I didn't watch the Blacklist this week either.
Oh.
I just made that. I made that decision. I looked at it on my DVR and I'm like, no.
Well, if we're talking about ones that I think I'm out on, I think I'm out on this. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a chance, but The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good, but it's like, I watched The Daily Show and The Daily Show's so much better.
Right.
And The Colbert Report was so much better.
Okay.
And so it's just kind of difficult. Like it could,
It's not a good substitute.
No. Like I'm so sad.
If those other two shows did not exist, you would probably really like the 90s show.
Probably.
Okay.
But it kind of sucks because I really like Larry Wilmore.
Sure,
he's great, and the show has its moments. It's not as consistently awesome as the Colbert Report was.
Gotcha.
And I've still got Last Week Tonight. So even though that's only once a week, I love Last Week Tonight.
It's a Brit that
John Oliver.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, because it's HBO, and that's really good. That's solid. Like
I don't think I've seen that one.
Like I wish that was a nightly type of show, but it's only once a week on Sundays.
Okay, well that would make sense because the title
is called Last Week Tonight.
Because otherwise it'd be Tonight.
Right. So, yeah, that's a show that I'm probably going to be out on because it's just.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I mean it could get better. Maybe I'll revisit it in a couple weeks or months or something like that, and it might, they might just need some time because Late Night with Jimmy Fallon wasn't super great to begin with either, but that changed.
I thought it was all right.
Well, I mean, when it first initially started, it wasn't anything special. I mean, it was okay, but they didn't really get going until, at least a few months in.
Sure.
So, yeah.
All right.
Is that it for your watch?
Heck yeah.
What you
you playing? Will?
I got 4 hours total of Destiny.
What?
That's a
lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. But it's been 5 days since last we met.
It's more video game playing than I got to do this week.
Then sweet. I'm ahead of you at something for once.
It's not quite as much as I did, but it's close.
That's
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Rick?
I played most of my playing, which was why I had the opportunity to listen to so many Foo Fighters albums, was Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Yeah, I played it pre-release at maybe one of the PAXs.
It's a solid game.
Yeah.
I really like it because I hadn't gotten a chance to play it. I downloaded it, I think at the summer sale, like the Steam summer sale, because they had some ridiculous deal where you could get all of the Counter-Strikes for like $15.
Sure.
And so I was like, yep, that's good enough for me.
It's hard to pass up.
And so I did that, even though they're essentially all the same game.
Right.
Yeah.
And Counter-Strike Global Offensive is essentially the original Counter-Strike with better graphics. I mean, that's pretty much what you got there.
Sure.
But it's good, it's fun. It's a mindless shooter, so it's good enough. And then I played Empire Total War, which is pretty good. That was another one that I had in my Steam list that I just downloaded blindly because it was on sale at some point.
Right.
For like 75 cents or something.
Right, yeah. And so I was like, wow, I'd be stupid not to download this. And so I did, and I just played it, and I like it. It's pretty good, I played like Rome Total War before, and I like being able to play as America. So,
America.
Yeah. Then I played a little bit of Portal 2.
Well, solid.
And that's really good. And then
I don't know if I played Portal 2.
It's good. I played the console version.
If you haven't, I definitely. I mean,
I haven't.
It doesn't matter what you play it on. If you play it on PC, console, whatever, it's good all the way around. So put that on your list.
The co-op was quite enjoyable on the 360.
It's enjoyable if you're playing it with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Right. Which is why it was enjoyable.
Because if you're not,
Did
then
you play
it makes
with
you... Exactly. Because if you're not, then it makes you want to punch a baby.
Right.
It's terrible.
Right.
If you're playing with somebody that's just screwing around.
Right. So Jordan would be a bad choice.
Yeah. Like if me and Jordan played together, we'd probably have a really good time. But like if I tried to play with you, you'd want to kill me.
Right.
Yeah. And so then I played a little bit of Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Nice.
Got a little bit back into that. Played, I think, like one mission.
Is it free now? It is, isn't it?
It is, but I'm still paying for it for the boosted XP and stuff like that.
Cool.
And then to complete the trend, I played a little bit of Buffy on my Xbox, my original Xbox, that is.
All right.
It's good. It's still good.
Okay. It was a Blood Rain type game, wasn't it?
It's more Tomb Raider-ish, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's enjoyable. That's it.
Okay. And for me, I played the Trivia Crack.
No.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. I guess
The trivia track.
I guess I did that too. Because I was playing you. So
yeah, that's true. And then I also played. I finally got to play. It was like an hour and a half, maybe, of Dying Light.
Okay.
I was pretty happy about that.
Good.
And I'm also now playing the Dying Light companion game for Android.
Okay.
Because you can kind of do that. Like, you don't have to actively play it.
Okay.
It's one of those mobile type games where you choose runners to go on missions.
Yeah.
And they
So it's
have
kind of a
stats, and you send them, and then like 3 to 10 minutes later, you get an update that they have completed the mission, and you find out who's died, what they found, whatnot. But then the items that they find on these little tracks,
Populate
you can
inside.
pack up in a box and send it over to your Dying Light character.
Nice.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a neat.
It's pretty slick.
They did something kind of similar to that with GTA 5.
Well,
Yeah.
the first thing I saw that did that was Fable,
Oh, yeah. They did do that.
where you could play those little mini games,
Pub games.
and send the cash over to.
Yeah, Fable
your-
pub games on the 360 arcade.
Yeah, exactly.
Would support, and that was for Fable 2, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 4, the one where you're a pirate.
Yeah.
That one had
Yeah.
a decent companion app where you kind of would send out convoys and get gold and trade and all that through your fleet. The GTA 5 iFruit app,
Right.
which kind of had a whole bunch of stuff. In
Right.
there.
I used it.
So stuff loading stuff.
Use that with some stuff.
So yeah, I have no idea what we're talking about anymore.
I don't know.
But yeah, the companion apps when done right. Splinter Cell had a companion app.
Did it? Which one?
The last one, the 2-disc one,
Okay.
where you run around as the little spider bot.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. So there's some good companion apps out there. There are some that suck.
yeah,
And isn't there supposed to be a
Something
really
that's big.
awesome companion app for that new Tom Clancy game that's coming out?
yeah.
The Division.
Well, when one person plays through their tablet or whatever,
Yeah, which is awesome.
and plays like
Like
the
a
Eye of
drone.
the Sky thing,
Yeah.
a drone.
Good drone. Make predator strikes.
Awesome.
Nuke people.
Yeah.
Be fantastic.
And just Eye in the Sky, and
As long as everything that they've shown us so far comes to fruition.
right.
Right.
Being able to paint targets for the people playing FPS,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Right, which is also why you take your time. I
Right.
don't care when it's released,
Make
just
it
as
right.
long as it's good.
Give us
Yeah.
what you promise us.
On that note, the Destiny companion, and I'm not sure how recently this happened. They updated that to where you have some inventory control through the Destiny app.
That happened with the last patch, which would have been 1.1.1. However, there have been some bugs reported through the use of that. I've used it only a couple of times. When I discovered that people were losing exotic items, I stopped using it. But
Fair enough.
it did work, and it worked rather well and rather quickly. I would just sit in front of the console, pull it up on the companion app, and it would immediately pop up in my character's inventory. So you didn't have to go to the tower. That was nice.
That's slick.
It was fantastic, but I got scared when I heard people were losing their
Yeah,
exotics.
yeah. You
I was
don't
like,
want to do that.
Nope.
If only you could.
Move on.
You could turn in bounties through the app,
That would be awesome.
and you'd never have to go to the tower.
Correct. Because going to the tower kind of makes me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Brick.
Have you even played?
Totes.
Yes.
Totes my goats.
I did that. I played
You
game.
played Destiny for like at least the first 3 or 4 days that you owned it, right?
Yeah, and then I didn't anymore.
And why did that happen? Because you bought it on the PS4.
Well, yeah, but
You had no one to play with.
Even if I bought it on Xbox One, it would have maybe extended it by 3 days.
No, because Will, Jordan, and I were playing, and that would have extended it for you.
Yeah, by like 3 or 4 days. Look at what Sam did. Sam bought it, and
but Sam never liked the game.
I kind of liked it a little bit, but it got really boring to me really quickly. It just wasn't for me.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
You should sell that back, though.
Oh, I did already. Yeah, that's a thing that's happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you just sell it to Lou.
Right.
Oh, but you had
I had it on
PS4.
PS4.
Right.
And Lou got an Xbox One.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I've seen him like blip up on.
I haven't seen that yet because I don't get to play that often.
But yeah. It's nice to see Lou pop up on the thing that he's playing stuff.
That is fancy.
We're very happy.
All right. Well, I think that's a show.
I think that's it.
You gentlemen have anything else?
Well, since we're on the final subject, apparently the final culminating event with Destiny now is that somebody has soloed the Proto Raid on hard without firing a shot.
How's that even possible?
I don't know. I'm going to have to do some YouTube research. So, we'll leave that for food for thought, and we'll follow that.
Because they nerfed a lot of the
they nerfed
things.
a lot of the cheese. So I'm going to have to do some YouTube research tonight.
Without firing a shot.
That's the rumor.
Wow. That is impressive. Yeah, get back to us on that.
Yeah, we'll follow up on that next week.
All right, sounds good. All right, thank you everybody for watching and listening. We will see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Oh, are we live? Well, that's good. Thank you. Thank you for the warning. So my hail and hearty go after yourself, San Diego is nice, classy. Thanks.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Stay classy.
Stop cursing.
Scotch.
It's not classy.
I'm not even angry. I'm impressed.
I'm angry. Seriously,
you're just mad because it wasn't you.
No, this is a classy show for children,
right,
and families.
I forget,
and we won't tolerate that.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just
how do
let
I
it happen again?
Lo siento, way.
How do I make this sound contrite?
I don't think that's really even possible at this point.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it. Seriously.
Okay. I won't worry about it. So, take that.
Take that.
Yeah.
Worry about it.
So go ahead and go.
Sure. What? Oh, you ready?
Don't mind me. Just go ahead and start. I'll get around to it.
In here, I was thinking he was going to tell me what episode number this was.
316.
Oh, 316. Excellent. Well, hey, good evening. Welcome to...
It's one episode more than when you did it last week.
Yeah, last week I was loaded up on drugs.
That's true.
And not like the fun drugs, like the prescription drugs. I have no idea what we did last week. Was I here?
You were here.
Was I awake?
Yeah,
mostly.
You talked about all of the just utter crap that you watched.
That's right. And I do watch a lot of
so
other crap.
much crap,
So much crap.
dude. I was embarrassed for you.
I was impressed.
Thank you.
I was impressed that you could endure that much.
Oh, I have the patience of a saint.
That's a lot.
I have the patience of a saint and the willing suspension of disbelief of a 2-year-old.
I don't even know if it's willing. It's
just there.
It's
there.
phenomenal too.
You need adult supervision when Aaron's not here,
Yes, I won't argue that.
because otherwise you get into trouble.
I watch crap.
That's not okay.
The garbage.
Anyways,